Alice Cooper, a wild band of shock rock misfits that managed to break through the mainstream and achieve rock and roll immortality. How did they do it? How did Alice Cooper come to rival the hard rock giants of the day like Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath? I'm Scott T. Sterling, and the answer lies ahead in a brand new episode of The RHINO Report.
With Alice Cooper.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy! The year was 1970, and emerging West Coast band Alice Cooper was in need of change. The group had been discovered and signed by none less than Frank Zappa, who released the first two Alice Cooper albums, Pretty's for You in 1969 and Easy Action in 1970, on his new label, Straight Records. When neither of those records had much of an impact, the Alice Cooper crew packed up and moved their whole operation to Detroit Rock City, where they hooked up with fledgling producer Bob Ezrin. This new union resulted in the third Alice Cooper album, Love It to Death, and the band's first top 40 hit, I'm 18, which peaked at number 21 on the Hot 100. That taste of success was enough for the Alice Cooper group to crave even more. In November 1971, Alice Cooper released the band's fourth album, Killer. Featuring breakout singles Under My Wheels and Be My Lover, the LP cruised all the way to number 21 on the Billboard 200. Fun fact, John Lydon, aka Johnny Rotten of Sex Pistols and Public Image Limited fame, once called Killer the greatest rock album of all time. The next summer 1972, the Alice Cooper crew dropped the bomb. Fifth studio effort, School's Out. The album's eponymous lead single and title track captivated American kids eager to ditch textbooks and homework for some real fun. Those same kids pushed School's Out as high as number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart. School's Out, the album, peaked at number 2 on the Billboard 200. The album that blocked School's Out from number 1? Elton John's fifth LP, Honky Chateau. Today, June 9th, we are proud to reissue both Alice Cooper classics, Killer and School's Out, in brand new Deluxe Edition. The Deluxe Edition of Killer comes with a newly remastered version of the original album, with bonus material including alternate takes of tracks including Under My Wheels and Dead Babies. The collection also gives fans an unreleased live recording of the band's performance at Mar y Sol Pop Festival in Puerto Rico on April 2nd, 1972. Also out today, the Deluxe Edition of School's Out, which comes with the remastered edition of the original release, as well as the single versions of the title track and Gutter Cat vs. the Jets. There is an alternate version of Alma Mater and an early demo for Elected, a song that appeared in 1973 on the band's first number 1 album, Billion Dollar Babies. Alice Cooper's concert in Miami on May 27, 1972, adds even more unreleased music to the School's Out Deluxe Edition. Now, things get really interesting when we turn our attention to the vinyl versions of these Alice Cooper classics. Killer comes in a gatefold sleeve that opens to reveal a detachable 1972 calendar with a photo of Cooper in the gallows. The cover of School's Out looks like a wooden school desk and opens to reveal the LP wrapped in a pair of panties. Fun fact, back in 1972, the band was forced to discontinue the infamous School's Out panty inner sleeve when it was determined that the panties were quite flammable. Thankfully, the panties packaged in the new deluxe edition of School's Out are not a fire hazard. Wear them with pride. Grab your copies of the deluxe editions of Alice Cooper classics, Killer, and School's Out today. And see the shock rock legend himself revisit both records on an extensive North American tour this spring and summer. What's your favorite Alice Cooper album of all time? Let us know in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more RHINO Report right here every Friday afternoon with your friends from RHINO Records.